So one of the questions that we've been asked pretty consistently for the last year and a half from a lot of our family, friends, and stuff like that is why we chose to homeschool. And in the following video, my wife will share with you guys why we, the Gonzos, decided to homeschool our kids.
Hi, I'm Carmen with That Gonzo Life, and today I wanted to share with you why we have chose the homeschool route. We originally lived in California, and when we lived in California, we first got married and we just started discussing non-negotiables. One of the things that came up was education for our children. And back then, there was a documentary that we watched, and it was called Waiting for Superman. And this gentleman had the approach of researching the different options. So there's public, there's private, and then there are charter schools, and then homeschool. What he revealed was a lot of times in the public school setting, the kids are simply pushed through. If there's not enough educators, or maybe there's a child that is having a hard time, they just push them on through. We felt it was important to be our children's first educators. And so with that said, homeschooling was the option or the approach that we wanted to go with. Now, for me, since I am the primary educator in the sense of I'm the one doing the curriculum and going through all of the schoolwork with the children, I was intimidated with the idea of being a private homeschool parent. And so we opted to partner with a charter for many years while we lived in California. And I love and appreciate the establishment that we were part of. Moving to Texas has removed that charter option. Here in Texas, there is not a co-op opportunity that is within a charter environment. So you either have to take your children to a charter school and leave them there for the day, and you remove yourself as the educator or having an active educating role, or you can keep them at home full time. There are some up and coming and growing. I know that there are some co-ops and some charter options. I want to say that for right now in Texas, to my knowledge, they are all paid programs. So for us, if we're going to pay for someone to help us educate our children, we might as well invest in some of the things that they enjoy doing and do it at home instead. Each of our children, they have a different way of learning. My oldest son, he loves bullet points, he loves checklists, he loves to just do something from A to Z. My second son, not so much. He loves the freedom of, being able to jump on the trampoline while we're, working out math problems. He loves all things animals. So as long as we can be talking about animals, he'll keep going. My third son, he definitely likes for things to be from A to Z, and he's very structured as well. And then my daughter is, so we have, like we say, we have two free spirits and we have two nerds, right? Like they like things in a certain way. We want to be able to be the ones to make the first impressions on their life, starting with the relationship with God and then thereafter. And I've seen that they are learning at a rate that is much higher. They're comprehending things. So for instance, there was discussion, we were talking about money being printed. And my 14-year-old son said, if you're printing more money, doesn't the value of a dollar go down? And to me, that was incredible for my 14-year-old to come to that conclusion because we're finding that we don't have full adults that can come to those conclusions because we are printing more money. So we just found that we want to have the freedom in life. We want to have the freedom to educate our children about the things that we believe are important. We want to be able to pray and talk about God in our home. And we want to be able to, if we want to take a vacation, we can up and take that vacation without having to explain to anybody or have work for them to have to catch up with. If my husband works from home and I work from home, and if we want to be able to take the day off and go and do something, we can do that. We don't have to excuse them or exclude them from something. As a homeschool family, being able to go do things, we're a lot less busy. It's a lot less people-y out there because everybody else is in school. So those are some of the reasons that we chose to homeschool. We have definitely entertained, and we've had them in more of a public or public charter school setting, and there is a difference, and the influence is very, very different. Being able to not have the pressure of getting out of the house by 7 in the morning and then having everybody get home at 4:30, and then the hustle and bustle of the evening, and then only having 3, 4, 5 hours with my kids every single day. We really enjoyed having them, and so that's what's worked for our family. So yeah, that's why we homeschool. That's I don't foresee that ever changing. I know that we've definitely stayed in discussion with different options, but we really love homeschooling, and our children have bared the fruit of that. And from when we discuss with them and ask them, they say that they love it as well. That's why we homeschool. And if you are a homeschool family, I want to know why you choose to homeschool. I'm sure I missed some major bullet points that I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and please don't forget to comment and interact with us. Thank you so much.